Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome to Scrap Mechanic. Yep, hitting that with a hammer. So this is a little game where you put together, little mechanisms, cars, vehicles, just robotic kind of related things. And I thought I'd show you this little world that Conflict Nerd, or Dylan and I spent, I think we spent about 6 hours in here. So this was yesterday. I didn't post any videos yesterday because I was playing this game all day. We had, I think, a six and a half hour Skype call and we were just building this together. It's beautiful. It's got multiplayer. It's a bit laggy at the moment though, because the way multiplayer works is it's like peer to peer. So it sends the data to my computer first, then I send it back. So even when you press forward to walk, it has to send to me and then back. So it's kind of laggy with multiplayer if you're across the world. But anyway, in any case, it was a lot of fun. So we built this thing. You might be wondering what the hell is going on here. But I'll show you what this does first. So essentially, what we built is a track system, and there's a vehicle over there that drives along the tracks. And we were just playing around with what we could do. So we built this little thing here. We click that switch, sort of winds out. And so it moves the car over to there and back again. So there's a whole bunch of different elements, which I just want to show you this first to see what you can do, and then we're going to start from scratch and build a little something. So let's go have a look. Now, mind you, because this game is early access, and because this world is fairly complex, well, it's like specifically the vehicle is fairly complex. Here is the vehicle. You can see we got suspension there, wheels there. We got 3 wheel systems. So basically kind of building it like a roller coaster. How they go on tracks, they have like the 3 wheels to keep them on the track. And it works really, really well actually. And you'll see that as we get going. So we got a couple of engines. We got a bunch of switches down there. A few fun things you can do with it. Oh, we can't do it while it's on the lift. So actually while the vehicle's on a lift, you can move it up and down like this. But you'll see as soon as we take it off, the frame rate is going to tank. Because there it goes. Because all the physics objects in the world. But that's something you're gonna have to bear with. We have this whole world. There's a whole bunch of different things in here. I'll show you just a few of the cool things. But first, I'll show you what you can do on the vehicle. So we set it up so you could. Oh, that's the wrong button. Didn't mean to press that. That's so the wheels can fold in. Let's put those back. I didn't actually mean to do that one. But we can spin around, face it. We got another chair on the back, so the other person would sit there, and then they can sort of bring their chair up. Just a little bit of fun. I don't know. These are kind of pointless, those little things. But anyway, let me get back in the driver's seat. Oh, no. Oh, I folded the wheels up again. Yeah, so basically you build all of this from blocks and little bearings and buttons and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, as soon as you put this vehicle on a little lift, it stops trying to simulate all the physics so it doesn't really get laggy. Hopefully they can optimize it at some point. But, right. So we built a little parking spot here so that we could keep getting it back on the track. Because whenever this comes off the track, we always have to like manually build the track back onto it. But if we do that, move that, that will sort of fall into place. That wasn't the best positioning. But here we go. So we're going to go backwards to go forwards, and then forwards. The wheels will catch a little bit. Hang on. Oh, okay. That's embarrassing. All right. Usually it's easy to get it on the tracks. Not today, apparently. Let me put it back a little bit more. So about there. Drop that down. Oh, alrighty. Never mind. Okay, so apparently today the vehicle does not want to cooperate with me. There we go. Right, let's try that again. So you got to hook the wheels on. Because the thing is, because the wheels on the bottom, because you can see there's wheels underneath the track, they actually go the opposite way to the wheels on the top, which is why you have to reverse when you're on the ground, because the bottom wheels are going the opposite way. And then hopefully pull it on. There we go. So now it'll pull onto the track. So now we're on the track. So this is the first little entrance piece. And then we have our first little mechanism here. Again, apologies for the frame rate. But that's just the way this game is at the moment. So this is our first little mechanism. This is the first, well, it wasn't the first thing we built, but the first bit of this track we built. So what it can do is you'll see there's a little switch there. There's little separate track pieces there and there. Oh my God, the frame rate. It's really annoying me. But if you press this, you'll see those pieces bend out of the way. The track sort of spins around and up. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit wonky because the vehicle's very heavy. But basically, it lets you get to the top of the track here. And then you can drive up here on the next bit of the track, which I think is pretty damn awesome. We never actually built this track to go anywhere, though. So we're going to go back. It was mainly just a proof of concept to see if we could do it. So we'll park. Ooh, it's a little bit flexible, but we'll park up there. We'll bring the vehicle back down again. I wish there was a way to... There's not really any way to do it while you're in the vehicle to sort of switch the track, but that's okay. So now we can drive on the lower track, so we just go forward again. And if we come up to this part, so we got... the next thing we built was like a little corner piece, so let's just get it to the edge. Let's get out. We need it. This is our corner here. Oh my god, the frames. So the corner swings around like that. So locks on there. Oh man, this game is so much fun. You can see how we lost like 6 hours doing it. Oh, I was just worried. I thought I almost drove off the end there. That would have been annoying. Right, so then, yeah, it just sits on the corner piece. It goes around. And it goes dunk. Joins the next piece. And then you can drive over this way. And, oh, this piece isn't actually set up right at the moment. Okay. So this is one of the pieces that took us kind of the longest to get working. So let's press this button. You'll see what happens. So that track there lifts up. You can see. That then spins around. And it has to go really slowly because when it went fast, well, I mean, you'll see what happens. You saw how, and then that sort of swings down like that. So basically we're turning the vehicle upside down because we've got the 3 wheels. So we thought, hey, let's try it. So the reason that goes so slow is because you saw how flimsy that one was. Well, you'll see how flimsy this is in a second. So let's drive onto our little upside down piece. So we drive over and onto that. There we go. So that should be fine there. So we'll leave that on. We have to get off to activate it. And then we press the button. Up it goes. It's okay in this bit. And then you'll see it sort of, it overshoots and it's like, oh no. Yeah, like it's a little flimsy. But hey, at the end of the day, it actually, oh my God. It actually does work. So I'm going to get in now. We'll wait till it will eventually right itself. I don't know if there's a way to make it like stronger yet, but anyway, so I think we have to drive, no, we still drive forwards. So now, yeah, now we can drive upside down, which is actually pretty damn awesome. Again, this track doesn't actually go anywhere because we were mainly just building the mechanisms to see if we could do it. And it totally works, which I think is incredible that you can do this kind of stuff. So we get on the nice flimsy bit again and we'll just, oh, actually, I think I'm stuck in here first of all. So that's not great. Yeah, see, that's a problem. Maybe if I crouch. And then, yeah, see, this is a problem. What did that do? I guess we could, what if the wheels open up? Will this drop us? I think it will drop us. Nope, not that one. It's a different, I actually don't want to drop this down. But now I'm stuck in here. I'm stuck crouched in here. Yeah, so this is interesting. I haven't had this problem before. If I could get back into the vehicle, that'd be good. That's the engine power, which is not really useful to me right now. This one? There we go. We just had to drop the vehicle because I'm kind of stuck in it. Yeah, so that's why the folding the wheels out actually comes in handy for events like that. But now, unfortunately, the vehicle's not on the track anymore, so we actually have to take it back to the start. Oh, dear. Okay, so I just drove the car back around the track because, yeah, we had to reset it there. But anyway, then we went on and we built this little bit here. You can see this vehicle can even go up inclines very nicely. And because you can look at the suspension of the wheel. The wheel system, I'm really, really proud that we actually managed to make it work. Like, the fact that it's able to go up and down slopes is so cool. We were so happy when we made this vehicle and it actually worked. Then we come down to this part that I showed you at the very beginning. So we park on this. We even got like that little wall at the end, stops you from going too far in case you accidentally do. So there you go. So this, I really like this bit as well because it's actually the way, originally we just had it like on a bar that sort of extended out, but it became, as you saw, these things are kind of weak. And when it got to the end, it sort of sagged a lot. So we're like, oh, let's just put some wheels on it, make it run on its own little track. And actually that worked really well too. So let's get this car moved out. So we'll see it sort of push it along. Let me jump in the driver's seat. So there we go. So it sort of pushes along and lines up very, very nicely. There you go. And then you can continue on. And this is kind of as far as we got. But then, I mean, oh my God, the frame rate. As soon as you get out here, because I don't think it simulates that stuff because we're far enough away. As soon as we get over here, the frame rate is smooth. Everything's beautiful. Here we are. That's our tracked vehicle that we made. And that's the little dead end. But yeah, so that's, I guess, a look at what I spent all of yesterday doing. Let's see as the frame rate drops as we get back over here. Let's have a look. Ooh, actually, it's not too bad right now. Oh, there it goes. As soon as you get onto that thing, hang on. Yeah, as soon as you get off that, it's fine. Come back onto this and it starts, because I guess what's happening is it's simulating all this the sort of suspension on this vehicle, and then the actual piece below us is movable, so it probably has to simulate that too. So just, and the thing is, this game only seems to use one CPU core, so it's not multi-threaded yet. Anyway, right, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Actually, let me get that vehicle up on a little thing, because yeah, that fixes the frame rate immediately. Another little thing that Dylan actually made was, because we were building up there, and there's no way to fly in this, so we had to keep like, the only way to get up there was to use our own lift and stand on it. So then instead, Dylan was just like, hey, why don't I just make a little elevator? And you just hit the switch, up you go, up and around, and dunk, there you go, and you just get out, and then you get up to the top area, and then you can work on the track up here, which I thought was pretty cool. So we can just go back down, hit number 1, the little walkway goes up, and whoop, and back down we go. So yeah, that's kind of, I forgot about this. I don't know, I'm just showing you these things we made. I think, yeah, there's something that Dylan made as well, just because, I guess. Yeah, no, because essentially what happened was, oh my god. We were playing, I first played this game a couple days ago, and I was like, oh my god, you could basically make a theme park in this game, right? And I'm like, oh my god, we can make a roller coaster. So then that's where the sort of tracked vehicle came out of it. And it actually works surprisingly well, apart from the lag. It's pretty cool. But you know what? I've spent the first 10 minutes of this video talking about that, so let's exit. Let's make a new world. We'll just do a flat world because we can build some cool stuff. Let's go. Cool stuff. Private, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to... I don't know if that's like a password or something, but whatever. Create. And we'll see what we can build. We'll build a few things. I don't actually know what I'm going to build, but... So, I'll show you how it works, essentially, because we haven't got to that bit yet. So you have your basic block type. So these are your 6 different blocks. They each have a different weight. So that's like lightweight, that's heavyweight. So that all comes into play when you're using vehicles and suspension and all that kind of stuff. But you don't have to make vehicles. You can just place the stuff. You drag it out like this. Press Q to change the direction you're placing it in. Just like that. So we can make a big floor. Just like that. Then essentially your basic motions are handled by your bearings. So if we put a bearing there, for example, and so it looks different, let's use a bit of wood. Let's put some wood there. And then all your controls are handled by switches, buttons, and a little controller. So let's get some of those out. And of course, there's engines as well to power stuff. But let's just use these for now. So we're going to get a controller. We're going to put a control unit. Let's say put it there. It doesn't matter. As long as it's attached to the thing, it'll work. Put a little button there. Then you use this little doohickey and it connects the stuff up. So we want the button to activate the control unit. And the control unit's going to sort of control that bearing there. So we open this up. And you're able to, so this is your rotation editor. This is your default rotation. So if we want to, for example, default at 150 degrees, that's the default position now. And then say we wanted to animate it, or just not animate it, just move it. Let's go move it back 150 degrees. And then so basically you can do this in steps. So you can have a multi-stage mechanism. So now we've made it do some random movements. We hit the button. It'll do each of those in series. Just like that. It's doing everything I'd programmed it to do. And then obviously you want to turn it off, it'll go backwards. So that's kind of how that's how we did like the sort of flip upside down lift elevator thing. It did it in a few stages. But yeah, that's your basic movement essentially. And then of course you have engines for vehicles and you also have little thruster rockets and that kind of stuff. But some of the cool things you can do. So we'll leave that there. We don't need to destroy it. For example, so it's not just vehicles you can do as you saw, but we could make a house that sort of has the walls fold up kind of thing. So why don't we try and do that? If we go get a bearing there, and then basically if we build off of this bearing, even if we drag up like this is all actually connected to that bearing because we started there. If we then remove this because we don't actually want that there, whoop. So as long as you start off the bearing, that's where it'll be connected. I've now removed it because I removed that piece, but we'll put that there. We're going to build out this way, like this. There we go. So I think the way I built it wasn't a good way to do it. So this time I put it there and I built up instead like this. I think you might be able to see it this time if I do it. Is it moving? Sometimes, can I hit it with a hammer? Let's see. If you hit it with a hammer, sometimes you can see it if it's... okay. So in case you're unsure of how to test your bearings, if it's actually attached to the bearing, you should be able to whack the wall and it should be able to move, which is good. So that's what we want. It's a little bit... messy at the moment, but that's fine. We'll connect it back up to our control unit. Oh, that one pops back into place. So we want these to twist the same way. Yeah, so those are now going both the same way. So is that... I think I might have made that get stuck in the ground now. Hang on, let's give it a few whacks of the hammer. It might fix it. Oh, missed. Hang on. Alright, so we seem to have a problem there. Oh, there we go. Make sure we build it off the wall and not off the concrete. Okay, so now we want to, I think, positive 90 is actually where they want to go. So if we go down 90, let's have a look. There we go. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I see the problem. They're too high up. Okay, so about 10th time is the charm here. This should work beautifully. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. So you can now put down our walls and walk out onto our little balcony. Aw. I guess we might as well put like a little additional little wood planking there just so it sort of meets up a little bit. So it goes up. Oh, and then you're like, I wonder what the weather's like outside today. Ah, yes, brown grass and blue skies. The same as always. Very, very nice. What if I press it while I'm on it? Whoop. It's a little bit heavier. But yeah, there you go. Walls that go down and up. Yeah, so that took me way longer than it should have. But you know, you get the idea. So why don't we build like a little vehicle now? So whenever you want to build a... By the way, this is not a tutorial. So please do not... let me just... let's just get these out of the way. Yep, there we are. Yep, there we... Let's just... Yep, there we go. And there we go. All right. I just wanted to hit those a few times. Bit of fun. Right, so when you build a vehicle, you want to start it on a lift. I mean, you don't always have to, but it usually makes it a little bit easier. So let's just make it out of wood. We'll make your basic car. So we'll bring that up. Up and down arrow keys moves your lift up and down, which is nice. So we're going to get out some suspension, because that's going to be probably pretty useful to do that. We'll get out some small wheels. We'll keep the bearings, so we're going to need the bearings for the wheels. So why don't we go... beautiful suspension here. It's going to be a fairly tall vehicle. I've just realized where I put the lift and I can't actually... there we go. Let's just put it on a new lift and it'll automatically put it in the center of the vehicle for you. So it helps you out a little bit. So we're going to get our suspension in here. There we go. And there we go. Right. So then we're going to want to put a block underneath these to attach the wheel to. It doesn't have to be a block actually. I think we can use a little corner pipe. Maybe. Can I use that? I think I can. So if we rotate that with Q, I think, if I can put bearings on that, then we can definitely do that. I can. Cool. All right. So it just looks a little bit better than having a block there. Put the wheels on your bearings. You know what we haven't done? We haven't done steering. So let's just knock those off. There we go. We need to put a bearing. Oh, you can't put bearings on those. That's right. Is there a, yeah, it's going to be a really tall vehicle. Actually, we'll put the steering on the top of the suspension. Seems like an odd place to put it, but it's going to save some space. Oh, you can't put it... Okay, no, we won't do that because you can't... It has to be on a block, which is interesting. Alright, so is there a... I guess I got a little pipe. Is that like a... How big is that? I can't tell how big these things are till you get them out. Oh, okay. Well, let's not use that. I know there's like a little pipe. Is that a little pipe? That must be a little pipe. Oh, that's a... It's got like a joint on it, though. Where's like a regular... Oh, there. Okay, I got it. Right, so then... This is going to be really tall, by the way. Do that, then we get the corner pipe onto that for our wheels. Oh, that's the wrong way. That way. Then we get the wheel bearings on there. And we go like that. And like that. I guess we could have used shorter suspension. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, don't worry about those. Let me take out the trash. There we go. Oh, okay. There we go. You can see that bearing's working nicely. It's not... Go. Come on. Get off you. There you go. Let me just... Okay, come on. I could... You can just remove these, by the way, by holding right click. But, you know, I just wanted to hit them away. Apparently they didn't want to go far, though, so... Whatever. Right, let's clean up our mess. Let's redo the whole thing again. Because that's what we do here. Yeah, we'll get the smaller suspension because that's going to be much easier. You there. Then we get our little pipe. Then we're going to get our bearing off of that. Then we're going to get our corner pipe. There we go. That way. Little bearing. That's not a bearing. Little bearing. Little bearing. And wheel. And wheel. I did... Whoops. And wheel. I did put those in the... Yeah, I did. Okay. Now we go do the same at the back. Except without turning, because we don't need turning at the back. I mean, we can have it at the back if we want. But I don't think we're going to worry about that. So we're going to go a little pipe. We want it to be the same sort of height. You could make it shorter at the back if you want. But you can see here, you can really build anything you want to at all, which is pretty crazy. So a little wheel like that. Okay, so we've got our wheels, which is looking pretty good. Goes right into the ground, but that's fine because we're on the lift. We need an engine. So why don't we... Let's get rid of the lift. Oh, look at that. It's looking good. Well, why don't we make it mid-engined? Oh, that'll be good. Let's go get a gas engine. Will this go in the center? It will. Is that middle? It's close enough. Mid-engine vehicle. That's what I like to see. So then you want to connect your engine to wheels, but not just yet, because otherwise it's going to start driving off by itself. So, that's a little glitch with this tool. If you don't use it to connect to something, and you sort of scroll out of it, it'll keep making the sound. So that's interesting. But anyway, we want to get the driver's seat so we can actually steer the thing. Where's my driver's seat? There it is. So we're going to replace our pipe. Let me just jump on top. So we're going to put this at the front. Why don't we make it like we're in Australia? So we're going to put it on the right, and then we're going to get... We're going to make it a nice little family car. How about that? Then we got a little passenger seat there. And we get... Can we get 3 seats in the back? Let's see. I don't think I can. Because I really want... It's weighing it down a bit. Those chairs do get heavy. I would like some passenger seats in the back. I wanted to get 5, but those wheels are both turning the wrong way. I can't get up there now. All right, well, you go away. You go away. Should put like a little ladder to get up here. So I have one there. And sorry, let me get out of the way. One there. Looking good. It's leaning back a little bit because it's quite heavy. Now we need to connect up our steering to the 2 steering bearings, which is going to be that one and that one. We want to make sure they're turning the same way. I think they actually need to go the other way if I recall, because usually by default it goes the wrong way. We connect the middle of the seat up to the engine. No, we don't. We connect that to there. Yeah, we just connect it up to the steering wheel, sorry. Then these go to each of the wheels that you want to have driving power. Why don't we make it an all-wheel drive, so all 4 wheels will have power. And then we want to make sure the wheels go in the same way, which they won't be. There we go. Right, so this little one here is for when you have additional switches that do other things. But right now that should be fine. So why don't we get in here. Turn our wheels left, they go left. Turn them right, they go right. Go forward. That's not a lot of speed, so... We can, don't worry, we can turn up the power. We'll go about there. That's incredibly fast, by the way, if you go all the way up. So you only want that for the heaviest of vehicles. Oh, wow, we need some more weight in the front. Yeah, we seem to be having a little issue. Our suspension is compressing a lot at the back. We're not even steering. This thing's going all over the place. Oh! Oh! Ow. Yeah, it's not the most stable of vehicles, it turns out. Considering we weren't even steering it, and it was not doing too well. What happens if let's take drive off of the front wheels. So if I go like that, so there's no driving power on the front wheels anymore. It's just really heavy at the back is the problem. That sort of like jostles it. Oh, turn into it. I think we're gonna have to build a little flippy mechanic that will flip our vehicle over if we go backwards. Yeah, that back suspension. Oh my god. Yep. Our back suspension is not great. We might... You know what? Why don't we take it up. Get rid of those wheels. Maybe it's time that we do... we'll have uneven wheel height. So we'll get the largest suspension back here. How about that? Give us extra give. I got rid of my little pipe earlier, didn't I? Where's my pipe? There it is. I'll replace the button because I wasn't using it anyway. That'll go there. That'll go there. Get our little corner. So these wheels will obviously be a little bit lower than the other ones, but... Oh, I don't have a bearing in here. But hopefully with the weight of the vehicle at the back, it should even things out a little bit. Right, let me get rid of that wheel. Where'd the other wheel go? Did I already get rid of it? I must have. Well, hopefully I did. Right, so that will go there. Then we want to drive that wheel and that wheel. That's going the wrong way, so that should be correct. It's leaning forward a little bit, but... Oh, wrong chair. But hopefully when we accelerate... There you go. Now we're like... Oh, it's... The problem is our vehicle's incredibly top-heavy as well. We have all the way to the top, so it keeps tipping over. Oh, we've got to turn into the falls. Actually, you know what? I have an idea of how we can fix this. Oh, okay. Oh, gee, turn into it. Just turn into the tip. Turn into the tip. If you turn into the tip, it won't fall over. It's not the easiest vehicle to drive, but okay. Let's take it into our new garage. This will be our garage. This area here. Here we go. There we are, up there. There you go. All right, so we parked in there. I have an idea of how I want to make this a little bit better, so I'm gonna work on that, and I'll cut back to it because it's probably gonna take me a while. Alrighty, here's my new car. The steering doesn't look too great, but it shouldn't be top heavy anymore. Maybe 45 degrees is too much on the old wheel spread. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Because, so basically I set up the wheels, they're all on bearings, they all sort of angle out. If we, I see what I did. So this purple one, or that pink one, sorry, is our switch. If I attach that to the driver's seat, we should be able to actually switch it on and off while we're driving. So if we press 1, the wheels will go back in, 1, they'll go back out. So let's see if it's any more stable with those big wheels at the back now. Big tractor wheels. It actually just having those wheels seem to make it way more stable. But then to be fair, we're also not moving very fast, so I think our engine speed is a bit low. Let's crank it up 2 notches. And let's go. Oh my, yep, that's too fast. Yep, okay, that's too fast. Right, so 2 notches is too fast. So let's crank it down 1 notch. Let's try that out. I think it also spreads the legs too far. I feel like I could do with less than that. Hang on, let me switch that on. There's a switch underneath. Let's adjust the angles of the wheels. So we actually did 45. Let's go down, let's go 30 degrees. That might be enough. So 30, 30, 30, and we'll minus 30 when we put them in. And we'll see how we go with that. That might be a little bit better. So let's jump in the driver's seat. That's not the driver's seat. Jump in the driver's seat. Spread the wheels. That's a bit better. The turning is not... It doesn't have a great turning circle. But as you can see, we no longer topple over. Oh yeah! Which is nice. Let's drive over those walls. Oh, that's my garage. Can't fit in my garage though. I could probably have done better with the steering. I don't... Yeah, because the problem is it only turns the little bottom bit. Probably not great for it. There we are. Back in and back out. What I would like to do is have a vehicle that if we go upside down, we can still like... See, we're not toppling over anymore, which is good. But we might have... Oh, hang on. We might be able to topple ourselves over. Nah. I think... Oh, there you go. Hey! See, if we could drive like this, really what we need to be able to do now is flip the wheels around so they go like 180 degrees, right? That's what we need to do. Let's get that 180 degree flip so we can drive upside down. All right, working on it. You know what? I'll take you through this one actually because it's kind of interesting and I haven't been showing a lot of building, but mainly because I'm still trying to learn how to do this. So it takes me a bit of time. But what we need to do, can we, because basically a control unit is instructions for one set of actions. So if we added those actions in here, it would just do them one after the other. So I think we need to use another controller, as it's called. So if we just hide that underneath, because you can put these anywhere, as long as it's attached to the vehicle, it'll do its job. So I'll put that, not there actually, because I want to see the screen. I like seeing the screen. Put it facing down. Oh, not there. Next to the engine, because it looks cool. We'll put the switch on the side. That's kind of what we did with the other one. So then we want the switch to activate the control unit, and we want the driver to be able to activate the switch. So that'll go there. Now, I'm not sure if we can connect these up to the wheels as well. No, it doesn't appear that we can. So I don't know how we would make it then flip around upside down. I don't think it's possible. So maybe what we'll have to do, instead of having a second button and a second controller, we'll just have to only use these wheels to do the 180 flip. So we'll make the default 0 on all of these. Then we'll have this go all the way around minus 180. Whoops. So then if we fall upside down, they'll be able to drive while we're upside down. However, if we're on the side, we won't be able to drive if we're on our sides. But hopefully flipping the wheels will sort of fix us up. So now it'll... oh, I figure that's not the driver's seat. So if we press that... Oh, wheels go the wrong way. That's... we basically just made it cower into its shell like a little turtle. So to fix that, the problem here is our bearings are just going the wrong way. So if we... Oh my Jesus! Okay. Oh, catch it, catch it! Wrangle the bull, wrangle the bull. Oh, I didn't get it, come back! Okay. Whew! Whew! Don't want that to get away from you. So which bearing did I flip? That one, I think. So yeah, these all just need to go the other way. What's the problem there? Okay. So, that should be right. So press 1. There you go. So, oh, yeah, no, I see the problem. it is now hits the rear seating when those go around. So yeah, this is kind of like the little problem solving process again. So the problem is these wheels go up and they actually hit that seat there. So we may actually remove this little wheel apparatus. What we'll do is remove all of that. So we need to remove that block there because that's where the bearing is hidden. We'll actually make the stance a little bit wider, I think. So we'll get rid of that. We'll put the metal back in there because that's just what we had there. So we can even build the wheel upside down if that makes it a little bit easier. So let's say we had it here. Let's just build this upside down just to have a look at what it would be and if it fits. And then we can mess around with it properly. So we'll go... So basically when we build this upside down... I don't want to use this seat. Hang on. So that will go there. Then we have our little pipe. Then we have... So the wheel actually needs to face in because when it's upside down, it needs to be the right way. I don't think there's going to be enough room there. I think we need to make this further out or taller. I don't want to make it taller. I'll get rid of the hammer. I don't need that on me. Yeah, so that it needs to be further out. Maybe a block or two further out. So let's remove this. Let's just figure out how far out it needs to be. Let's go 2 out. See if that's too far. Oh, no. Okay, can I just get... There we go. Get up here. So we're going to go spring... well, suspension, I guess, not spring. That'll curve in, bearing, and then the wheel. That's plenty of clearance, so that should be fine if we put it there. So now what we need to do is actually build it. We could probably build it one closer in, do you reckon? We'll try building it a little closer in. So if we build it here, I reckon it should be fine. So if we put the bearing there, and then we're going to build it. We'll build it the right way around. So we'll build it how we would normally build it. Otherwise it's going to get confusing. That'll go there. Then we get the little pipe, which would face outward. That'll go there. Remove that. Then our wheel goes onto that. And then that should work in a similar fashion. So we want to connect the controller to that bearing. And we want to connect the engine to that bearing. And we want that wheel to go forward. It is. Which way do we want these to flip? Positive needs to be that way. So that needs to go minus 180 when we want it to. In theory, that should work. We'll see once we set it up. So how far did I go? I only did 2 blocks out, did I? Yeah, 2 blocks out. So I'm going to go 1, 2. So then we have our bearing there. Is that how I did it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then the wheel will build off of that bearing. Comes down. Little pipe. Little corner pipe. Bearing on that. And a wheel onto that. Alright. And then we just need to connect up the engine again to that wheel. And the control unit up to that. Want to make sure... Are those going the right way? Hopefully. I don't know. We'll find out if it messes up. So that needs to go that way. Then we need to make sure... No, not that. On the control unit. That's minus 180. So let's see if that works. So I think one way to find out. In the driver's seat. There you go. And we almost... Oh, we actually flipped ourselves upside down by accident by doing that. Oh, you know what? No. I think it's glitching out. Yeah. It's, you can see the bearing on the right is actually glitching out a little bit, which I'm not quite sure why. See, this way it's fine. But there it seems to not like it so much. I guess we don't need to flip it. Oh my... Okay. Put the wheels back. Put the wheels back. Trying to drive... Where is my base? Oh, it's over there. So trying to drive with the wheels upside down. Not working so well. Maybe we don't go 180. Maybe that's a little too far. It doesn't have to go all the way around. Maybe we'll go 150. Maybe it's just hitting at something and it's not liking it. So let's flip this back over. Right, let's get back closer to our base first, I think. Steering is still not great. There we go. The suspension on the back is working a treat though. It's not hitting it's not bottoming out, so that's good. Oh, there we are, braking. Let's try flipping our wheels around. See, that's not making us like freak out anymore. Now what we need to do is try and flip ourselves over. I guess is what we got to do, which I don't know if it's going to be that hard, to be honest. Let's see. I need to make it faster. That's the problem. It's not going fast enough. Let's give it another tick of oomph. That should do it. Oh, there we go. That does it almost immediately. Hooray! Right. So turning right actually still goes right. Turning left still goes left. And going forward still goes forward. Oh my god, this works really, really well. So now we can drive upside down, or, I mean, it's a little too fast to turn. Because when you're turning at that speed, it doesn't seem to want to turn. But the fact is, this actually works upside down. Oh god. I need to get back over now though. I don't think I can. But yeah, there you go. We can, the upside down car. Oh dear. Maybe if I go like around the corner, flip it around the corner. Oh, almost flipped us back over. But yeah, that works. There you go. We've got a family car that if you go up, which I did immediately. If you go upside down, I can get it back there. There we go. You got to accelerate nice and slowly. That's the problem. You know what? You know what? No, what we need to do is add more weight to the front. It's just because it's tipping back too far. Let's go like this. Let's not that. Hang on. Like a okay, I need a better angle on this because I can't see what I'm doing. That's why I can't seem to get it right. There we go. Ah, that's interesting. That might be a bit too much weight. Oh, that's not the driver's seat. Although when we accelerate, it seems to even out. It's somehow still. Oh my god, the turning circle is awful on this thing. We're getting there. The wheels are sort of bouncing around a little bit, but up! Wheels up! There you go, problem solved. No worries, skills can still drive upside down. Oh, this game is crazy, I love it. Ramming! Okay, let's get out of that. So that's our beautiful vehicle. Then, of course, we built our more humble walls. There we go. But yeah, that's scrap mechanic. Let's go back and look at something a little bit better again, shall we? Let's, you know what? Let's load up my coaster. That's something that has actually had lots of time and work put into it. And 2 scrap mechanics working on it as well. Oh yeah, this is something I noticed. Whenever I come back into it, all these things kind of glitch out. The elevator can usually fix itself though. There we go. Right, where the car's over there. Once again, so now that you know a little bit more about the game, why don't we have a look at this and you can actually appreciate... Now you can appreciate this whole track a little bit more because now you kind of know what's going on. So you can see how we did the wheels. We've got suspension that goes to the first wheel that rides on top of the track. And then that suspension is actually joined to the lower wheel as well. So then these two are always connected to the same suspension. Then what we've done is we've come off the first set of suspension with a pipe that goes to a second suspension that then connects to the lower wheel. So basically what that allows us to do is go up and down. So it basically allows these 2 wheels to spread out a little bit. So then when you go up a slope, it works. Because before when we had it all fixed to the same unit, it kind of, it got stuck on little inclines and that. And then each of these wheel units are all their own. Each 3 wheels are joined together. And then we have 2 sets of 3 wheels, front and back. To connect it all together. Then we have 2 engines. The reason we have 2 engines is because you can only connect an engine to 5 wheels. I don't know why it can drive only 5, and why 5, I don't know, but basically the top engine drives these wheels, the bottom engine drives the bottom wheels, so that, as you know, when we're upside down, we can still drive. And then these inner wheels are there, so they go in between the tracks so that you don't fly off side to side. And then we have all these switches, you'll note, that it's not going to work, it's on a lift at the moment, but one you saw flips the wheels down. One of them turns the chair around, the other one does the back chair. So let's take it for another ride, shall we? Just so you can fully appreciate this in all of its glory. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, as you can see, the suspension is having a little simulation. So we're going to go up here onto the track and pull it forward. There we go. So now we're on the track. So as you can see all the wheels working together there. You can see the wheels riding on the top. And if I press number 1, no, not number 1, number 2, the bottom wheels drop down, as I mentioned. That is so we can drop off the track if we need to. For example, I can show you somewhere we can drop off the track. If we go... So let's get on this ramp. Oh, God, the frame rate just dies in this world, doesn't it? Then we flip that back up. As you saw earlier, that goes up. And then we can get back on that chair. Thank God you can get on it from far away. There it is. So now, basically... Oh, wow, it's not lagging here for some reason, which is interesting. What I want to do is actually bring the corner... Whoops. The corner... There. Because what you can do with that is if you get the right speed, you can actually, no, not that. You can actually drop this down onto the corner piece and still drive. It doesn't often work particularly well, but we can try it. Oh, I've mucked it up. Wait, no, maybe. No, drive. Ah, bugger. Right, let's try that one again. Nope, wrong one. Number 2. There we go. Let's see if I can get it right this time. So we want to go. Uh-oh. There we go. So then that will drop down, and then you can put your wheels back up, and then you're on the lower track. Oh, I'm a little bit off the track. That's not good. Hang on. It might push back on. Come on, car. Oh. Are we... I'm a little bit wonky. It might be okay, though. It's a little bit off. Yeah, so this thing doesn't have steering, which is... okay, well... I mean, I think you get the idea of how that drops down. Also, for some reason, the frame rate seems really... It's fine when you get over here for some reason, which I'm okay with. So, again, you can see how if we actually open up our little bearing tool, you can see how this is... You can see the vehicle there, everything we've connected up. And then this one is a fairly simple one. Just get the controller to turn that by 90 degrees for the corner. Track swings around. There you go. Let's try the upside down one again, because I really want that to work properly, because last time it kind of worked. I want to be able to... Actually, if I might be able to hit the button from up here. Let's have a look. Because I want to stay on it. There we go. All right, so we're on it as we go up. And you can see... Oh! Actually, that was not bad. That was really good. That's the best it's ever been. What is going on? The game is running amazingly. It's like updated whilst I've been playing or something. That's crazy. And then you can drive upside down, which I think is incredible. Oh, look, it like lines up with that platform too. Look at that. Huh. I'm not going to get out this time though, because last time I did that, it didn't work too well. Hang on. Ah, yeah. See, this is the problem I had last time. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you see the problem with this thing, while it's really, really cool, it's really, well, especially the upside down bit, it's very much a two-man operation to make it work. But anyway, and again, you can see, like I was saying earlier, the suspension on the lower wheel is actually what allows us to be able to drive up this hill, which is really cool. And the fact that all our wheels are independent means that we can actually get up here with a little bit of suspension. And it goes up the hill, no problem, comes back down. Oh, look at that. It's a thing of art. It really, really is. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to fall down, but that's okay. Come on. There it is. Right, because I should be able to hit the button from up here, actually, is the idea. All right, so then we go onto here. If we had placed these buttons... Oh, wow, the frame rate dropped here. The frame rate's weird. It's like really... It was really good over there. Then it got really crap over here again. But then we just start driving down here, and it should... Yeah, there you go. Good frame rate. Oh, yeah! So that is... Man, that's scrap mechanic for you. You can do some awesome things. You can do... I'd like to see what you guys have. If you have any ideas as well about what I could build... I don't particularly want to build things like this all in a video, because... Well, I mean, this took us 6.5 hours. That's the thing. Maybe we could do live streams of it or something, but I would definitely like to play more scrap mechanics. A lot of fun. Leave your ideas and suggestions down below. But thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.